You want to be here if you guys are not able to.
I'm here.
on the
I'm
standings?
here. I'm here. Don't ask me that question. I'm here. It's disrespectful towards myself and my teammate. I wear that jersey every single day. Disrespectful towards the organization, my coaching staff, myself, and all the people that work hard for me to come out here and say, I don't want to be here. Don't ask me that question. I'm here. I'm putting on the jersey. And as long as I'm here, I'm going to give everything I have, even in the last second of the game.
The NBA streets are wild right now because talk is heating up around a crazy rumor that could shake the league. Word is the New York Knicks might be cooking up a massive trade to bring Giannis Antetokounmpo to Madison Square Garden. Yeah, you heard that right. Giannis in New York. Sources whisper that the Knicks front office has been quietly plotting, making calls, and checking if there's even a slim shot at pulling this off. The city's been starving for a superstar who can truly light up the Garden, and Giannis would be that dream come to life. Fans are already flooding social media with wild edits of Giannis in blue and orange, shouting that this could change everything. Even though Milwaukee keeps saying Giannis is untouchable, the Knicks have loaded up on draft picks and young talent ready to strike if the chance appears. The only thing left to see is, do they have the guts to actually go for it? Rumors are spinning fast that the Knicks front office is knee-deep in serious talks about what kind of monster deal could actually make the Bucks listen. Sources close to the situation claim the Knicks are willing to get bold, real bold. Names like Julius Randle, RJ Barrett, and a pile of first-round picks are floating around as possible trade bait if Giannis ever hints he's open to a move. The buzz is that the Knicks see Giannis as the final piece to turn them into an instant powerhouse alongside Jalen Brunson, a duo that could light up Madison Square Garden like it hasn't been in years. But here's the catch. Landing the Greek Freak might cost them some of their core and the tight chemistry that's been growing lately. Still, when it's Giannis we're talking about, who can say no? Knicks fans are split down the middle. Some are screaming, push the button now, while others fear they'd be betting everything on one superstar. Giannis hasn't dropped any major bombshells yet, but the way he's been talking lately has fans and insiders going wild. In a recent sit-down, he dropped a line that shook the league, saying his top goal is to win and that if the Bucks aren't fully locked in, he might have to look at other options. Boom, instant chaos. That one quote sent the rumor mill spinning like crazy, with analysts immediately pointing toward big market squads like the New York Knicks, who could offer him both a new challenge and major spotlight. With the Knicks finally building a strong core and their front office looking sharper than ever, it's no wonder they're being whispered as a potential landing spot if things ever go south in Milwaukee. For now, Giannis is still rocking with the Bucks, locked in on the grind, but every time he says something like that, the league goes silent for a second, then explodes with trade talk. If the New York Knicks actually pull off the impossible and bring Giannis Antetokounmpo to the Garden, the whole Eastern Conference better watch out. That kind of move would flip the league upside down. Imagine Giannis and Jalen Brunson running the court together. Unstoppable power meets cold-blooded finesse. Their defense would lock teams down and their offense straight fireworks every night. Madison Square Garden would turn into pure chaos in the best way, packed with fans losing their voices as the lights flash and the cameras roll. But it's bigger than just basketball. Giannis in New York would hit like a cultural earthquake. The city's intensity, the bright lights, the massive expectations, it's the perfect storm for a superstar who thrives under pressure. The Knicks haven't felt this kind of buzz since prime Carmelo Anthony, and the fans can't stop dreaming. If this fantasy ever becomes real, we're talking about the start of a whole new era in New York basketball. Even with all the hype swirling around, not everyone's buying into the idea of the Knicks throwing everything on the table for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Some critics are straight up warning that giving up too many young stars and draft picks could wreck the team's long-term future. They see New York finally has a strong core cooking, and rushing for a superstar might mess up the steady climb they've been building. But others are yelling that chances like this don't come twice. Giannis is that once-in-a-generation kind of player who can flip a franchise overnight. The front office is staring at a make-or-break moment. Do they risk it all for the shot at bringing real glory back to Madison Square Garden, or play it safe and keep grinding slowly? It's the kind of gamble that could define the Knicks for the next decade. One wrong move or one bold decision, and the whole league's watching to see what happens next. Right now, the spotlight's locked on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks, and the tension is real. The Bucks are doing everything in their power to keep their superstar locked in, shaking up the roster, upgrading the coaching staff, and proving they're serious about chasing another ring. But in this league, nothing's ever guaranteed, especially with the pull of massive markets like New York always in the background. The Knicks are staying patient but sneaky, keeping their assets stacked, their cap space clean, and their phones ready for that one call that could change everything. It's all a waiting game right now, but just one crack in Milwaukee's armor could set off a league-wide frenzy. For the moment, it's still all talk and whispers, but if Giannis ever even hints that he's ready for a new chapter, you can bet the Knicks will be knocking on that door first. The whole NBA's watching, because this could be the trade story of the decade. New York Knicks fans have heard their share of wild trade talks before, but this time it hits different. The idea of Giannis Antetokounmpo rocking that blue and orange doesn't feel like some far-off dream. It feels possible. You could almost feel the city's heartbeat getting faster just thinking about it. Imagine the scenes, bars packed, people in the streets, everyone yelling about the Knicks finally taking their crown back. The Garden would be pure electricity every night, cameras flashing, fans losing their voices, and that old-school New York pride blasting louder than ever. Sure, it's all rumors right now, but this league loves surprises, and nothing's off the table anymore. Giannis in New York might sound wild, but the NBA has seen crazier twists before. One tiny spark could turn this fantasy into a headline, and until then, the city that never sleeps will keep dreaming loud and proud. No matter how this plays out, whether the New York Knicks actually go after Giannis Antetokounmpo or not, the buzz has already shaken up the whole league. These rumors alone prove that New York still runs the spotlight when it comes to basketball energy. The city always finds its way back to the headlines, and now the Knicks are sitting right in the middle of it again. Just being in the mix for a superstar like Giannis shows how far this team has come, from years of rebuilding and doubt to finally being taken seriously as a true contender. Fans might have to sit tight and wait for the next move, but one thing's crystal clear: the Knicks aren't a joke anymore. They're a team ready to fight, ready to make noise, and ready to bring that superstar energy back to Madison Square Garden, where legends are made and the lights never dim. Right now, the New York Knicks are playing the waiting game like pros, staying calm, watching, and keeping their next move close to the chest. The front office knows this league runs on timing, and one wrong step could cost them big. But don't get it twisted, the hunger is real and the ambition is off the charts. Behind the scenes, the Knicks are quietly stacking the deck, ready for that one window that could bring a true megastar to New York. Sure, Giannis is still locked in with Milwaukee for now, but everyone in the league knows how fast things can flip. A bad season, a messy playoff run, and suddenly the doors start creaking open. The Knicks are staying locked in, keeping their name buzzing in every insider chat, and waiting for that perfect moment to strike. Because in the NBA, the teams that dare to take the biggest swings, the ones with no fear, are the ones that make history. Until something real goes down, Knicks fans are going to keep doing what they do best: speculating, debating, and dreaming aloud about what could be. Every tweet Giannis drops, every interview quote, every subtle move he makes, it all gets picked apart by the New York media like it's breaking news. That's the magic of this city's basketball culture. Every rumor feels epic, every whisper feels like it could change the league. Whether Giannis Antetokounmpo ever ends up rocking the blue and orange or not, this buzz shows just how far the Knicks have come. They're not just a basketball team anymore. They're a whole vibe, a story of redemption, and a symbol of hope for fans who've been starving for greatness. And if that dream ever becomes real, if Giannis actually walks into Madison Square Garden wearing Knicks colors, the entire basketball world might just lose its mind. What's got everyone talking even more is how crazy perfect the timing feels right now. The New York Knicks are finally back in business. Strong roster, solid leadership, and a real sense of direction that fans haven't felt in years. Meanwhile, over in Milwaukee, the pressure's cranking up for the Bucks to keep winning, especially with Giannis Antetokounmpo making it clear he's not sticking around for any rebuild drama. It's like all the stars are lining up, ambition on one side, opportunity on the other, and New York sitting right in the middle of it. The Knicks front office knows this kind of window doesn't stay open forever, and the city's hunger for a superstar moment has never been louder. This setup could end in a blockbuster move or just more smoke, but one thing's locked in: as long as the Knicks keep shining, every top player showing the slightest doubt will have New York watching, waiting and ready to pounce. At the end of the day, this is exactly what makes the NBA so wild. Trade rumors like this keep everyone guessing and glued to their screens. One minute, a superstar looks untouchable, and the next, boom, a headline drops that flips the whole league upside down. The New York Knicks have played it smart these past few seasons, patient, calculated, and locked in, and now they're sitting in a prime spot to chase a real superstar if the door cracks open. Whether that turns out to be Giannis Antetokounmpo or another big name, the message from New York is loud and clear. They're back in the mix and ready to swing big. Fans can argue all they want, but there's no denying it anymore. The Knicks have built something solid, something real, and if they keep making power moves like this, Madison Square Garden could soon be buzzing again as the heart of basketball greatness. Right now, Giannis Antetokounmpo is all business, locked in on keeping the Milwaukee Bucks at the top and chasing another ring. But this is the NBA, and we all know how fast loyalty can shift once the pressure kicks in. Every season brings new twists, shocking headlines, and doors swinging open that no one saw coming, and teams like the New York Knicks are always waiting for that perfect moment to make a move. That's the beauty of it all. It keeps the league buzzing with non-stop energy. Whether this rumor ends up fading out or turning into something massive, it's already proved one thing. The Knicks aren't on the sidelines anymore. They're right in the middle of the action, bold enough to dream big and ready to take their shot when the time's right. Giannis might not be New York bound yet, but the fact that it's even a conversation shows just how far this team has come. Moments like this remind everyone why New York basketball always finds its way back into the spotlight. The passion, the chaos, the endless what-ifs. It's the heartbeat of the city that never sleeps. Even when nothing official drops, the Knicks somehow stay at the center of every major conversation. Every whisper hits harder when Madison Square Garden is involved. It's not just another arena, it's the stage where legends are made. Just picturing Giannis Antetokounmpo walking onto that court under those blinding lights gives fans chills. Sure, it might be just a dream for now, but in this city, dreams have a habit of turning into front-page headlines. Whether it happens this season, next year, or way down the road, one thing's crystal clear. The Knicks are back in the mix, and their name carries weight again. That alone feels like a win New York's been waiting a long time for. At the core of all this noise sits something way bigger than just another trade rumor. It's the rebirth of belief. For years, Knicks fans have heard it all. Be patient, trust the process, better days will come. Well, now those better days finally feel close enough to touch. Just the thought of Giannis Antetokounmpo possibly coming to New York says it all. The Knicks are back where they belong, right in the center of the basketball universe. Even if the deal never happens, the energy is shifted. The Knicks aren't begging for attention anymore, they're demanding it. The city's heartbeat is getting louder, the fans are believing again, and Madison Square Garden is buzzing with that old school magic. In a place built on hustle, heart, and ambition, that might already be the biggest win New York's had in years. As the NBA rumor mill keeps spinning like crazy, one thing's for sure, the New York Knicks are right back in the spotlight and the whole league can't take their eyes off them. This team has finally built something real, something that's got fans hyped and rivals nervous. Whether Giannis Antetokounmpo ever steps into those blue and orange colors or not, the fact that it's even a conversation shows just how far this team has come. The energy's wild, the city's buzzing, and that hope, it's alive again, burning brighter than it has in years. The Knicks are no longer chasing relevance, they are the story now. And as everyone waits to see what happens next, one thing's guaranteed, New York basketball is back and louder than ever. If you love this breakdown, make sure to subscribe, like, share, and drop a comment below. Let's keep this conversation going. Knicks fans, what do you think happens next?